Okay, so this is going to be a video on how to play the verse to Santeria by Sublime. So let's take a look at our chord charts first. All right. So I wrote two ways. One using the capo on the 4th fret. That's going to be up top here for these chord changes. But we're going to talk about the no capo version on the second half of the page. And we have our chords E, G sharp, C sharp minor, B. So we're just going to be looking at these 4 chords of the verse right now. So we're going to take a look. We have our E chord, our G sharp, C sharp minor, and then our B chord. So these are the 4 chords that we're going to be looking at right now. All right, so we'll go back to the progression, the chord chart. So our strum pattern is going to be upstrokes on the ands of every beat. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to make my E chord, which is basically like a D chord, but just moved up to the 4th fret. And I'm going to go, I got distortion on, let me turn that off. I'm going to go 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So, and when I'm getting that note, the notes to stop ringing by removing pressure from my fingers, but not so much where I take them off of the strings themselves. So I'll go. So it's like I almost put pressure when I'm gonna do that upstroke and then remove it when I'm not playing. So I'm putting pressure, 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 pressure. All right, so that is our first chord, which is the E chord. The next chord that we're going to take a look at is going to be our G sharp major chord. And it's up to you. We can play this chord the full way where we're using 4 strings, the D, G, B, and E, or we can just do it where we're using the E, B, and G. So when I'm transitioning chords, I'm going from this shape right here to this shape. So I'm barring those 2 notes with my first finger. So I'll go 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4. So that's the 3-string version. When I do the full version, I add my 3rd finger. Now it's a 4-string chord. So it'll go. Then our next chord is going to be C sharp minor right here. If we're going to be doing the 3-note chord, we'll use our 1st finger, 2nd finger, and then 3rd finger for this note right here. I know it says 4th, but only use your 4th if you are playing it as that full voicing. So I'll go for my G sharp major. To that chord, I'm going from here to here on the G, B, and E. And then finally our last chord is going to be that B chord. And for this version of B, we're going to use our 1st finger to bar the D, G, and B notes on the 4th fret. So now I have 2 and 3 and 4 and it's sped up, but all right, so when I put it all together, so I'm really staying around the 4th fret for everything. That 1st finger is always on the 4th. All right, so that is the verse to Santeria by Sublime.